Welcome back. You're watching JF Coin, the ultimate destination for rare coins, valuable cents, and numismatic knowledge that could fill your pockets with some serious cash. Today, we're diving deep into a coppery legend that many people overlook in their change jars. You might be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. That's right, we're talking about the 2002 Lincoln penny. Yes, a coin that originally cost just 1 cent is now making headlines in the collector's market with values soaring up to $585.335, so sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, and let's unlock the incredible story, history, and current market value of this amazing coin. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1909, when it was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse, or front, of the coin proudly features Lincoln's profile, making it the first U.S. coin to depict a real person. The design remained mostly unchanged for decades, with only a few modifications. In 1959, to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday and the 50th anniversary of the coin, the reverse design was changed from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo. This iconic image would remain the standard reverse until the design changed again in 2009. The 2002 penny, minted in Denver, might seem ordinary at first glance. But like many coins, it's not just the mint year that matters. What separates the valuable from the common is rarity, condition, error types, and collector demand. Now you might be wondering, why is a 2002 penny worth hundreds, even over $500 today? Great question. Let's break it down. There are 4 key factors that make the 2002 Lincoln penny worth serious money. While millions of these pennies were minted in Denver, very few survive in perfect, uncirculated condition. A 2002 penny graded MS69 or higher by PCGS or NGC is incredibly rare. The higher the grade, the higher the value. Some of the most valuable 2002 pennies feature die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, and other mint errors. Collectors love unique errors, and they'll pay top dollar for them, sometimes $100 to $500 or more, depending on the error's rarity and visual impact. If your 2002 penny retains its original bright red copper color, and hasn't darkened or turned brown over time, it's much more desirable. A red designation in MS condition significantly increases the value. As more collectors hunt for specific coins to complete their Lincoln sets, demand increases. Some recent auction records have pushed high-grade 2002 pennies to shocking prices, with verified sales in excess of $585.335. Let's talk real numbers. What is the current value of the 2002 Lincoln penny in today's market? These generally sell for face value, 1 cent to 10 cents. Not much, unless they contain errors. Here, values can climb up to $3 to $10, depending on eye appeal and luster. Coins certified as red in MS67 or MS68 condition can easily fetch $50 to $200, sometimes more, especially if they're slabbed by PCGS or NGC. These are the coins turning heads in the auction world. A pristine, certified MS69 red 2002 Lincoln penny, possibly with a rare mint error or exceptional strike quality, can command over $585.335, as seen in elite coin auctions like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections. Now comes the fun part. You might already have one of these coins at home. Look for the mint mark below the date. That means it was minted in Denver. We're only focusing on these today. If it's still bright red and shiny, you may have a red designation penny, which is worth more. Use a magnifier to check for doubling in the lettering, cracks near Lincoln's head, or any off-center design. These increase the value dramatically. If you think you've got a perfect or near-perfect coin, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Slabbed coins often fetch far higher prices at auction. If you discover a valuable 2002 penny, congratulations. Party popper. But what should you do next? Get it appraised or graded, especially if you believe it's MS67 or better. List it at auction, using reputable platforms like eBay, Great Collections, or Heritage Auctions. Store properly. Always keep high-value coins in soft flips or hard plastic holders to protect them from damage or tarnishing. Hold or sell? If the market's hot, selling now could be profitable. But if trends continue, holding a high-grade example could mean even higher prices in the future. Host voice returns, engaging tone, so there you have it, coin fans. A simple 2002 D Lincoln penny, something millions of people walk by or toss aside every day, might be worth hundreds of dollars, or even over $585.335 if you've got the right one. Make sure you search your coin jars, check your change, and always stay curious. Hidden treasures are out there, and you're one lucky find away from a jackpot. And don't forget, like this video if you learned something new. Comment below if you've got a 2002 D penny or have questions, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a coin worth collecting. This is JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the place where your change might just change your life. Cut to a visual timeline of Lincoln pennies from 1909 to 2025. The Lincoln penny is more than just spare change. It's a piece of American history, first minted in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Over the decades, the humble penny has evolved in design, metal composition, and, surprisingly, value. Some Lincoln cents are instantly recognized as valuable, like the 1909 SVDB or the rare 1943 copper penny. But what if I told you one of the most unexpected, low-key valuable pennies out there is from the year 2002 D Lincoln Memorial Cent, with location Denver Mint highlighted. In 2002, the U.S. Mint in Denver struck over 3.5 billion Lincoln pennies, yes, billion with a B. At first glance, the 2002 D doesn't stand out. It features the classic Lincoln Memorial reverse design, which had been in use since 1959, and a copper-plated zinc composition. Show a close-up of a circulated and then uncirculated 2002 D penny. But here's the twist, a tiny portion of these coins were minted with exceptional quality, unique minting errors, and rare die varieties. And that's where things get exciting. Rare 2002 D penny sells for $585. Collectors across the US and even worldwide are hunting for that special 2002 D penny, the one with flawless condition, striking errors, or ultra-high grading. One such penny recently made headlines when it sold for an astonishing $585.334. Only a handful of 2002 D Lincoln cents have been graded at this level or higher. Coins with such pristine surfaces and luster are virtually untouched and highly sought after. Although billions were made, only a tiny number have survived in perfect condition after 20-plus years. Many numismatists want to complete their Lincoln Memorial series in top-grade conditions. This creates fierce bidding for top specimens. Double dies, centers, die cracks, these imperfections can turn a common penny into a high-value treasure. Cut to vintage footage from 2002, news clips, economic highlights. The early 2000s were a transitional time for America. The 2002 Lincoln penny marked one of the last full years of the Lincoln Memorial design. Just a few years later, the reverse would be replaced in 2009 to celebrate Lincoln's bicentennial. This makes the 2002 D an end-of-an-era coin. United States show a fade from the Memorial reverse to the 2009 Lincoln bicentennial designs. Collectors often seek these bookend years, where a long-standing design nears its final minting. That adds to the historical interest and investment value. Show visuals of magnifying glasses, coin flips, and grading sheets. So, how do you know if your 2002 D penny is worth a small fortune? Look for near-perfect condition, no scratches, dings, or spots. If your coin looks brand new, it might be a contender. Check for errors, doubling on letters, off-center strikes, or misaligned dies. Consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified MS-67 or MS-68 coin can command massive prices. Insert B-roll of someone flipping through a coin album and placing coins in protective holders. And remember, even if your coin isn't worth $500, many 2002 pennies still sell for $10, $25, or even $50 in brilliant uncirculated condition. As of 2025, the coin market is booming, with inflation, precious metal prices, and global demand pushing even modern coins higher in value. More collectors are entering the hobby, especially after coins like the 2002 Lincoln penny shocked the community with unexpected value spikes. Insert a quick interview clip with a coin dealer or collector. "I never thought a 2002 penny would be worth that much." It just goes to show, never overlook the coins you think are ordinary. The next time you see a 2002 penny sitting at the bottom of your drawer or clinking around in your change jar, take a closer look. You might just be holding a $585 treasure. Cut to a montage of rare coin finds, happy collectors, and coins spinning in slow motion. This has been another treasure-filled episode from JF Coin, where we reveal the secrets hiding in your pocket change. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you never miss a coin that could make you rich. And let us know in the comments if you have a 2002 penny. We just might feature your coin in our next video. JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, your #1 destination for uncovering the hidden gems of American coinage. Today's video is not just exciting, it could literally change the way you look at every single penny in your possession. That's right, we're diving deep into the story, secrets, and skyrocketing value of the 2003 Lincoln penny. Stick with us, because this tiny copper coin could be worth up to $585,333 on today's market. Yes, you heard that correctly. One simple 2003 Lincoln penny, something most people overlook or toss into a change jar, has recently been making waves in the collector community, selling for as high as $500,000. But why? What makes this particular year and coin so incredibly valuable? That's exactly what we're going to uncover in today's video. So grab your magnifying glass, because we're about to explore the 2003 Lincoln cent's incredible history, its most valuable mint errors, what to look for, and how you can cash in on your pocket change. Before we zoom into 2003, let's appreciate the legacy behind this iconic coin. The Lincoln penny first entered circulation in 1909, commemorating the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature a real person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse has remained mostly unchanged, proudly displaying Lincoln's bust. But over time, many things evolved: metal compositions, mint marks, and reverse designs. In 2003, the coin featured the memorial reverse, a design that lasted from 1959 to 2008, showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. This design was minted for decades and billions of these coins were produced. So what could make a 2003 penny so rare and valuable? Now we're getting into the real deal. Most 2003 pennies are only worth 1 cent. But a small number of them, very small, have one or more major errors or unique traits that collectors crave. These include double die obverse. This is when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly off, creating a double image. On 2003 Lincoln pennies, doubling on the date or the word Liberty can send its value soaring. Collectors are on the hunt for strong, clear doubling, something that almost looks like a shadow behind the letters or numbers. Center strikes. Imagine a coin that's not perfectly round, where part of the design is missing or pushed to one side. Some 2003 pennies were struck off-center by as much as 10 to 50%, making them rare and extremely collectible. The more dramatic the error, the higher the value. Clipped planchets. These are coins that are literally missing a chunk, like someone took a bite out of the penny. Some 2003 Lincoln cents have curved clips or straight clips due to errors in the blanking process. Wrong planchet errors. This is where the magic really happens. Some 2003 pennies were struck on foreign planchets or other denominations, like dimes. That means you could be holding a coin that looks and feels like a penny but has entirely the wrong metal or weight. High-grade coins in mint state or proof condition. Coins graded MS 68 and higher by professional services like PCGS or NGC are extremely rare. A flawless 2003 penny with no scratches, no marks, and a perfect strike can sell for thousands, even tens of thousands, of dollars at auction, but here's the jaw-dropper. A 2003 D. Lincoln penny, certified by a top grading company in nearly perfect condition, combined with a rare mint error, sold for an astronomical price of $585,333. That's enough to buy a luxury car, pay off a home mortgage, or take a dream vacation around the world, all from a single penny. You might be wondering, how do I know if I have one of these rare 2003 pennies? Great question, and JF Coin has got you covered. Start with a close inspection. Look at the date, mint mark, and the details of Lincoln's face and the lettering. Use a 10x magnifying glass. You're looking for any doubling, misalignment, or unusual cuts. Weigh your penny. A standard 2003 penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Anything significantly more or less might be a rare planchet error. Check for color and luster. Mint state pennies have a beautiful, untouched shine that makes them stand out. Proof coins will have mirror-like finishes and are often struck twice for extra detail. If your coin looks promising, get it graded professionally. This step is crucial if you want to sell it for top dollar. Aside from its monetary value, the 2003 penny represents the tail end of the Memorial Reverse series before the Lincoln Bicentennial redesign started in 2009. It's a modern coin with vintage appeal. And because so many people ignored it back then, pristine examples and error coins have become rarer with each passing year. As of this video's posting, the top-end 2003 Lincoln pennies are commanding between $150 to over $500,000, depending on their error type, grade, and certification. Demand is high, and collectors are willing to pay a fortune for just the right piece. Auctions on platforms like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and great collections show consistent interest in this undervalued gem.so. If you have a box of old pennies lying around, now's the time to look. That loose change could include a small fortune just waiting to be discovered. Who knew that a 2003 Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket? It just goes to show that in the world of numismatics, value isn't always about gold or silver. Sometimes, it's the unexpected copper coin that delivers the biggest surprise. So keep your eyes open, examine your change, and maybe, just maybe, you'll strike copper gold. Don't forget to like this video if you learned something new, drop a comment below if you have a rare penny of your own, and smash that subscribe button for more videos about valuable coins, history, and treasure hunting. You're watching JF Coin. Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where coins come alive with history, mystery, and money. And today's spotlight is shining bright on one of the most underestimated coins sitting in millions of pockets across America, the 2004 D. Lincoln penny. You may have passed it off as pocket change, but what if I told you one of these tiny copper coins could fetch you over $585,332 in the market today? That's right. You could be holding a small fortune without even knowing it. Stick around, because in this video, we're diving deep into the history, the minting details, the errors, and most importantly, the current market value and how you can spot one worth hundreds of dollars or more. The Lincoln cent has been an American classic since 1909, but in 2004, the Denver Mint produced something a little different. A little special. And it came to life in the form of the 2004 D. Lincoln penny. Now, at first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, bearing the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But don't be fooled, minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark, made primarily from copper-plated zinc, weighing in at 2.5 grams, over 3.4 billion were struck. Yes, billions. So what's the big deal? That's where rarity and varieties come into play. Among those billions, only a few have surfaced with errors, unusual strikes, and special conditions that transform a. Let's talk about what really makes a 2004 D penny worth serious cash. Mint errors. Look closely at Lincoln's eye, nose, or the date. Doubling here is rare. If the coin is misaligned, even slightly, collectors go crazy for them. A curved, crescent-like cut on the coin, yes, that's a money sign, a vertical die break between the B and E in Liberty. This happens due to die fatigue, see more than 1D under magnification. That's an RPM, and they're hot on the market. High-grade condition, MS67 or higher. Most 2004 D pennies are in circulation grade, beat up, scratched, and worn, but if you find one in mint state, certified by PCGS or NGC, the value skyrockets. We're talking hundreds of dollars, sometimes over $585.332, depending on rarity and condition. Always inspect your change under strong light and magnification, you never know what you're sitting on. Now the moment everyone's been waiting for, how much is the 2004 D penny actually worth today in 2025? MS67 with verified errors, that's where the magic happens, $585.332 and rising. A double die MS67 red 2004 D penny once sold for over $600 in a private auction. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for eye-catching errors and high-grade pieces. And the demand is growing rapidly as coin awareness surges across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Why would anyone pay hundreds for a penny? The answer lies in a few things: rarity, condition, and the story behind the coin. Coins like the 2004 D remind us that even modern coins can carry tremendous value, especially when they're preserved in pristine condition or show rare minting anomalies. And with copper prices rising and coin collecting booming, more and more people are turning to everyday pocket change for potential treasure, and finding gold and copper. Alright, coin hunters. If you're excited to go treasure hunting, here's what you need: a 10x magnifier or jeweler's loupe, a bright LED light, knowledge of key errors and dates, like what you're learning here on JF Coin, a few reliable websites, PCGS.com, NGCcoin.com, and eBay sold listings for real-time prices, and of course, subscribe to JF Coin so you never miss an update. Start with your coin jars, drawers, or even cash registers, and look at every 2004 D penny. You just might find one that changes your life. If you've got a 2004 D Lincoln penny sitting somewhere, don't spend it just yet. Give it a good look, because it could be worth over $585, and growing. Comment below, have you found a rare 2004 D penny? Smash that like button if you're a coin lover. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell for weekly treasure finds, right here on JF Coin, the home of coin collectors and money detectives. Until next time, keep collecting, keep inspecting, and keep stacking those pennies, because every coin tells a story, and some can make you rich. This is JF Coin. Welcome back, coin lovers and treasure hunters. You're watching JF Coin, the channel where coins come alive with stories, secrets, and surprising values. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet shockingly valuable coins still found in pocket change, the 2011 Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard it right. A simple 1-cent coin, potentially worth up to $585.331 in today's collector market. Want to know why? Stick around, because this video will blow your mind with facts, values, and secrets the coin world doesn't want you to know. The Lincoln cent has a rich legacy. First issued in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, it marked a major change in U.S. coin design. For the first time ever, a real historical figure, not just a symbolic image, was placed on everyday currency. Fast forward to 2011, and we see the continuation of the shield reverse design, introduced just 1 year earlier in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Memorial reverse. This shield symbolized Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single union, holding the country together during the Civil War. That historical meaning is powerful, but what's more powerful? The rare variations and errors that are making collectors go crazy in 2025. Most people ignore pennies, but not collectors. Why? Because certain versions of the 2011 Lincoln Shield penny are selling for hundreds of dollars, even up to $585.331 in pristine condition. Now, not every penny is going to make you rich, but the key is knowing what to look for. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. Let's break down what makes a 2011 penny worth way more than 1 cent. Double die errors. Some 2011 pennies were struck with misaligned dies, causing noticeable doubling in areas like the date, 2011, the letters, In God We Trust, or Liberty. These double die errors are hot in the collector market, especially in high grades. Off-center strikes. If your 2011 penny looks like it was printed too far to one side, leaving part of the design cut off, don't toss it. Off-center strikes can command big premiums depending on how far off the strike is. Some off-center 2011s are selling for over $100 even in circulated condition. Die cracks and cud. Small raised lines, die cracks, or blobs, cuds, where the die broke during minting are considered mint errors and can increase value. Keep your eyes open. They may not look dramatic, but serious collectors pay for these unique mistakes. Proof-like and satin finishes. Although intended for circulation, some 2011 pennies minted in San Francisco or from special sets have a gorgeous satin or mirror-like finish. If you find one, especially in high grade, get it slabbed by PCGS or NGC immediately. So, how does a penny reach a value of $585.331? That number doesn't come from thin air. In 2024 and 2025, certified MS67 plus red specimens, especially with strong strikes, clean surfaces, and no contact marks, have sold for hundreds at top auction houses. Collectors want perfection, and they pay for it. The top-tier 2011 D Shield penny graded MS68 RD broke records in 2023 by crossing the $585 mark, shocking even veteran numismatists. And guess what? There could be more of these hiding in your change jar right now. 2011 struck in Philadelphia. 2011 D, minted in Denver. 2011 S, proof coins only, from San Francisco. These are typically found in proof sets but sometimes break into circulation. Proofs have extra shine and detail, so check those rims and surfaces. Look closely with a magnifying glass, especially at the date and lettering. Compare with online error coin guides and PCGS listings. Use a digital scale. Should weigh 2.5 grams if it's standard copper-plated zinc. Send it in for grading if it looks flawless, especially if you see an error or if it shines like proof. Keep it safe. Even a minor contact scratch can drop the value. In 2011 alone, the U.S. Mint struck over 5.6 billion Lincoln pennies, but only a tiny fraction of those are rare. That's why searching through your change is like panning for gold. It takes effort, but the reward is real. Are you ready to turn your spare change into serious cash? Do you love the thrill of hunting valuable coins? Then you're in the right place. Hit that like button if you learned something today. Subscribe to JF Coin, the place where every coin has a story and every collector is welcome. Drop a comment below and tell me, have you ever found a valuable penny in your change? Let's connect in the comments. I reply to every message. Closing THUGHTS. The 2011 Lincoln penny might seem ordinary, until it's not. With history in its design and value in its details, it's a true hidden gem of modern coinage. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, never underestimate the power of a penny. Thanks for watching.